What is going on to a family out there in YouTube land? Welcome to Echelon Tactical. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Today we're going to be going over the Century Arms AK47 chambered in 7.62 by 39. This particular model just happens to be a vska. Now, we're going to go over into all the specs of this rifle because it's completely rebuilt from its original wood furniture. Now, right here, you got the Zukov collapsible stock. Now, the Zukov collapsible stock is really nice. Just push this little button down there, pull it out. Of course, I can't do it because I'm holding a tripod. Has no cheek riser, which is kind of a down part for a rifle. It's always nice to have a little bit of a cheek riser, like on the Fab Defense stocks for the AR-15. I really enjoy that. But we're not comparing apples to oranges here. Getting back to it, guys. You got the original magazine came with it. I got the magazine extension, which is like two magazines from Magpul. They're screwed onto each other. You can just flip it out. I don't have that with me right now because YouTube don't like things like this. So this is just the original 30-round magazine that comes with the rifle. It's more like of a Bulgarian style magazine. I don't really enjoy this magazine. That's one part about it. But I got a Bravo Sig Sauer optic, red dot optic. You got an O Hunt Picatinny rail for forward sights and placing an optic on there. I didn't get the dust cover with the Picatinny rail. You got the Magpul Mo furniture for a forward grip because you know that wood after 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 rounds tends to heat up. It'll cook your wood, so it's good if you want to keep your wood in good condition on an AK-47 to just go ahead and remove that. Put something like this on it that can take some damage and some wear and tear, unlike the wood furniture that traditionally comes on an AK-47. You got a little Energizer flashlight. It's really good, really bright. It's waterproof, bang proof. Takes a little battery. It's really nice, I gotta say. And then you got your Magpul Mo forward grip right here, as you can see. Now, this is more of built on a budget. There's no ALG triggers, which I plan to put in this eventually, and also plan to put pressure plates for the light, get a better light on it, and also get a laser on it. Then it should be pretty much done. This is kind of how I wanted it built, taken away from its original form. I do appreciate the classic wood look on an AK. To all you AK guys out there, I love them, gotta say. But this is just kind of my first build. Experiment with it a little bit. Never really owned an AK-47. Do know quite a bit about them. So let's get into that now that we got into all the nice little parts, like the Zukov collapsible extendable stock. You got your flashlight, your Picatinny rails. You also got your Mo forward grip. Got your nice little optic that's a red dot right there. So I've been running this rifle, I would say, guys, for about almost a year now. I just picked it up at the beginning of the year. And there's nothing about it I don't like. It is overgassed, but so are all new AKs nowadays. I mean, it's hard to find an AK that just is not overgassed. It runs really well. I wish it had a better finish on it. Something that's less susceptible to like surface rust. Had to clean some of that off of it. Temperature and humidity is usually good in my gun cabinet, so I don't have to really worry about that a whole often, a lot. But when I take them out of the gun cabinet, do videos, like to clean them up for you guys. But I fired about 400 to 600 rounds, no hang-ups, no, light striker or light primer strikes, nothing of that nature. It just keeps eating. Bellum ammunition, all sorts of ammunition, it just eats up like a dream, I gotta say. The iron sights are quite accurate straight out the box. But if you plan to shoot further, of course, or if you're new to the AK world, you're going to need an optic. This rifle is capable of shooting up to 700 yards. So 700 yards with iron sights or optic, which good luck doing it with an iron sight at 700 yards. If you can, more power to you. But I would definitely use an optic for that kind of distance. My final thoughts and overtake of this rifle. I wish it had a better finish on it, I gotta say. I find myself having to clean the finish a lot, little bits of surface rust here and there, as you can see, just a little bit of browning right there. Oh, there we go. A little bit of browning right there. But I keep it relatively clean and nice, oiled. Even though they say you can run an AK-47 dry, I lube and oil all my guns. I just honestly think you should. It's a good practice. From my experience, I've had many years of experience with firearms. As you can see, you can definitely tell right here, it's just all factory stock parts on an AK body. They're pretty easy to assemble. The stock was very relatively easy to assemble. The O-Hunt with the optic was very easy to assemble and install. The Magpul Mo furniture was very easy to install. And it's just a fun little range toy overall. I love taking it out to the range. I love shooting it. People ask questions about it. They're very intrigued by the 7.62x39, I must say. Now here's some fun little facts, guys, about the AK-47. There have been about 75 million to 100 million AK-47s produced since 1949, guys. So that's a lot of AK-47s production-wise since the 1949. I mean, come on, guys. That's a lot of AKs going out there. Also, Mikhail Kalashnikov felt personally responsible at his time of death because of all the death that his rifle designed in war and foreign combat has caused. There are approximately 250,000 lives are taken per year by the AK-47, but it's only because of pure global conflict. So you got to take into consideration they are not used in crimes in any way, shape, or form, guys. They are just purely used in global conflicts all over the world. So that's an interesting little fact. China is one of the largest manufacturers and producers of the AK-47. However, there are also 20 other countries that mass produce them. Now, the initial cost for the AK used to be anywhere from $10 to $300 to $400. Now, I'll tell you now, the AK vska that I spent about $850 on, that's about the retail price now from where I'm at. It's an $850 rifle. It's very nice, I gotta say. The price could go down, but I mean, what isn't up when it comes to firearms, guys? I mean, the ammunition prices fluctuate, the pieces fluctuate, and it's just due to the fact that, this metal right here that's mill stamped, it's very expensive. The types of metals, so it's just a fluctuation you're seeing in prices of metals relatively, and that's why guns are up. Imports are down too because of the Ukrainian-Russian conflict, so you're having a hard time getting pieces for these, and at one point we even had a hard time getting ammunition, which sucked. It really sucked, 2A family. But, it was a long time this sat in there and collected dust until I was able to find ammunition and take it to the range. Now I take it to the range very often. I run an AK-47, I'd say more than I do an AR-15. I do love both platforms of rifles, though. Excuse me. Okay, now, why the AK-47 is such an awesome rifle is it's impervious to harsh regions and climates. Large amounts of foreign matter and fouling will not stop this rifle from cycling perfectly. So you have all these conflicts in areas that this rifle has been in, from sand to jungle to desert to, freezing temperatures of Russia during the Cold War. And it just runs, guys. I know I'm going to get hell for this, but it's like the Glock of rifles. It just can take any condition and eat any ammunition. It's an overall really reliable rifle. Out of the 500 million firearms worldwide, approximately 100 million of them belong to the Kalashnikov family. 3/4 of that are actually AK-47 rifles. How cool is that? Now, the effective range of this rifle is up to 700 yards. Like I said earlier in the video, guys, it can go up to 700 yards. However, to hit that, unless you've really been running an AK-47 for a long time, you're definitely going to need more than a red dot optic or a more longer range optic or a combo optic on there. Probably a red dot or an AUG is not going to get you up to that 600-700 yards. But, again, I've never tried. I'm sure anything can be done. Combat and conflict has proven that many times. I got this because it's an overall strong rifle. It's good at barrier penetration, tears up concrete from red brick concrete to cinder blocks, usually one shot, so it has no problem eating through concrete. It also goes through different vests, a lot of different vests, and that's another thing to keep in mind. I do get you don't want over penetration within your home in a self-defense situation. But however, you never know if the person on the other side of the door trying to get in has a vest or actually put money into their equipment for the crimes that they're trying to commit. So that's why rifles like this in America are necessary. The AR-15, the AK-47, the FN SCAR chambered in .308. Rifles of that nature are good self-defense rifles. You never know if there's more people on the other side of that door as well. So these are just things to take into consideration. I particularly bought rifles and firearms and set them up and got certain grains of ammunition, put certain accessories on them for multiple occasions. You never know what's going to be at your door at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't live in the best area. I've only had one self-defense incident. I had to use my Glock. But luckily, I did not have to use an AK-47 styled rifle. Of course, this is more just a range toy at this particular time. I've always been intrigued by the AK-47. I think it's an amazing designed rifle. I couldn't be happier with the Century Arms vska. I think they did a great job. I've had no problem with it. It is definitely not undergassed. There's no light primer strikes. It doesn't, get caught up on the feed ramp. The gas system in this is just amazing. It actually stands for Avamat Kalashnikov, guys. Avamat, yep, Avamat Kalashnikov. So it stands just for automatic Kalashnikov. Avmat is just, Russian for automatic. It's a great rifle, guys. If you do not own a rifle and you can't afford the more expensive options, I would definitely suggest getting a vska. A lot of modern parts from different companies fit them nowadays. So they're easily accessible to find pieces for. Usually it fits the vska platform, whether it's muzzle brakes, hand guards, forward grips, adjustable stocks, all of that. And I just wanted to share this with you guys. Just picked up this rifle and, just started in on it, ordering pieces. This is why you haven't seen a gun video for a while out of this channel, because, well, the mail takes time and everything kind of takes money to assemble and get together. But now we got enough stuff assembled to do some great content on. I will be taking this out to an outdoor range here soon, showing you guys how that operates, how it works, pros and cons. I gotta say also the heat is amazing on this rifle. It is well dispersed. I've ran 200 rounds through this thing to 300 rounds. I mean, all at once, simultaneously. And it does not heat up to like immediately like it does with the wood furniture. So definitely replacing the wood furniture if this is a rifle you plan to shoot multiple rounds from. It'll really work. And I think I've blabbered on about the AK-47 vska enough, guys. It's not a new rifle to the whole gun world. It's an older rifle. But I gotta say, they did a great job on this particular variant of AK-47. I absolutely love it. It's a joy to shoot. It doesn't have much recoil. Hella accurate straight out the box. If you guys own any variants of AK-47s, I'm sure there's people out there got way better ones than this one. But go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know what's your favorite AK-47. To be honest, I have a few. But the Vishka has, it's found its place in my heart, I gotta say. Anything that's a reliable rifle and it works, cycles, functions, and it looks aesthetically just badass, guys. I just love it. I gotta say, if it's militant, I'm all about it. I love military weapons. We don't like the FUD rifles around here and different FUD ideologies. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. I know it ain't the best build, but let me know what you think. Until then, 2A family, I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And this is Echelon Tactical. Over and out.